Turned into a bit of a wet, miserable afternoon. We've still got a couple of days hedge cutting left to do this season. We'll get that done before the 1st of March. So just about to head off now. Just do a little bit of hedge cutting. I'm not sure it's raining, so I'm not sure we'll be able to get much footage of what we're doing, but we'll get a bit out of the cab. So we'll get started. Cool, so we just got in. It's been quite a sad day really. The next couple of days. This has been my last jobs on this tractor. We've had this 150R, 650R for 11 years now, and it's time to go. So this is the hedge we've got just up here. It's not a big hedge, it's down there. So there, we'll just get this tidied up. We're going to have a customer. Get cracking. It's absolutely chucking down, stuff sticking to all over the windows. I forgot to bring a scraper, so I've just had to use my bobble hat. Not a good day for hedge cutting. We've only got a little bit left to do, so we'll push on with this. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Apologies, a little bit wooden on the camera so far. Hopefully this will improve with time. Hopefully the content will get better. Thanks for bearing with us. We'll keep cracking on with hedge cutting. Right, I think we'll leave it there. You're probably about as bored of watching hedge cutting as I am of cutting this hedge. So we've got it trimmed back. It's looking all right. I say each year it gets a little bit better, a little bit thicker. It's never going to be dead pretty under all these trees. But we'll get this folded off. Nob's just been down for a load of straw and he's run out of sawdust, so we're just going to take the sawdust trailer down to him. So we're just getting that out now from around the firewood processor. Just a little bit of a tight squeeze in there. Hopefully the cyclone will just roll out of the way. Beautiful. So from our firewood yard, we extract all the sawdust. Blows into this trailer and then he uses it. My friend uses it for bedding his cubicles. So we're just going to get this out now with the telly on, look at a tight squeeze, drop it onto the tractor, and then we'll run that down to him. Notice home of Mobley Angus, and his load of straw that they just picked up from us is still there and blocking the way, so we can't get to tip up the sawdust. So we'll give him a quick bell, find out where he is. Probably sat having a brew somewhere. Right, bales are out of the way. We'll get tipped. Oh, here he comes. Big job broke out. He's got his little trolley. Get ready for winding pipe and get into the grazing season. Now he thinks this trailer's going to tip up in that shed. Ha! I don't think it's going to be that easy. I don't think that trailer is going to tip up in that shed, but we'll see. Okay. So, the suspense. When I take the trailer, will it take the roof of his shed off? Is this a bad idea? Answers in the comments below. Well, that was successful. Definitely needs to be tipped higher to tip sawdust out.
It goes right on the bottom and it's a condensation.
Are you going to try and dig that out like a mole, or are we going to find somewhere with a higher roof to tip the sawdust?
I'm going to That's that high risk. Well, there you've got is that one with the story.
Down the middle of the cubicle shed?
Yeah.
Dig, 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 dig. I think we need a better system. Shunting was highly ineffective. Let's go back, watch him dig again. Lovely sawdust though. The new extraction system means that all the big chippy nasty bits that might get stuck in cows' hooves don't get through into the sawdust. Lovely prime stuff. It won't make any difference. Shunting doesn't work. We've not got it tipped up high enough. Let's go see how they get on. Oh, there's quite a bit coming out now. He's still digging. Still digging up there. Whew. The good thing is with the sound of the engine, we can't actually hear what he's moaning about. So I think being filmed really winds him up, but this is making up for all those times when I've been stuck that he videos me. I'll rate that as a percentage then. How good was that sawdust delivery?
2%.
Right, we need improvements. What I'm thinking as well is I want to put greedy boards on it and a rollover sheet. We'll take it right up there and then it'll never tip. So we need to come up with a new system. So it's a lovely sunny day. We're over in Shropshire installing gates for one of our clients. Paul and the team have been down over the last couple of weeks putting all the gate posts in. Made a lovely job of that. So galvanised posts, all concreted in, railed up where required, and sized tunnellised post and rail. And this is the pile of gates we've got to get in. But the sun's shining, you can hear the birds singing. And at the end of February, it does just feel like spring's on its way. So we'll get going. Okay, so we've got the gates installed. What we're going to do now is we're going to use some of this JP Weld to try and prevent casual theft of the gates. What I thought we'd do is just marl the thread up. We've put the gates on in with the hinges are upside down, but obviously they can be unbolted. So with all these, the amount of gates we've got to do, with coming around with a little welder or bashing up the threads with hammers and stuff, all looked a bit slow and difficult and not too nice a solution. We thought this might be quite a good way of doing it. We've not done it before. Let us know in the comments what you think, whether you think this is a good idea or not. But this two-part JB Weld set's really, really solid. So we thought just mixing 2 equal parts of this and then rubbing it into the threads will stop anyone just being able to spin the nuts off. I'm just going to rub that just into the threads at the end. actually work it into the threads. So on these are the two sides. Let me know in the comments what you guys do. I mean, you can just get the angle grinder into the threads, then start smashing them up with a hammer. And then you're losing the galv off them, so then they start rusting up and it's a bit scruffy. We just thought this stuff will render the threads useless. I mean that the nut can't come off it. And that'll dry a little bit lighter, so it won't be far off the colour of the gates anyway. There we go. I think that's pretty cool. I'll get the other side done now. I'll not bore you with that. And we'll come back to it later. Got the gates finished now, just show you that. We've left the JB weld, so there's a bit of thread left available. So there's still a bit of adjustment there if we need to. Paul's just put the padlocks on. So that's all locked up with the estate's code. Job's a good one. First pair of gates, 2 pairs of gates done.
Oh, I think I've done it before.
Yeah, that looks quite smart. Happy days. We'll get on with the rest of them. Another 28 gates to go, I think. Just stopped for lunch. Gates going well. Pile's going down on the trailer nicely. So we should get this done before dark. We just sat here while we're having lunch and just look at some hedging that we planted. It was just working out in our minds when we planted it. Just look back on the records. It was winter 23. So this hedging's only been in now for, it was planted two years ago. It's just been in the ground 2 years. It's unbelievable. So these went in at 40 to 60 centimetre plants. You know, and that's like, I mean, I'm not quite 6 foot. And that's just, you know, that's, yeah, getting on 6 foot. It's unbelievable. If you look at the girth on them, compared to my finger, the 40 to 60 centimetre plants in 2 years. It's incredible. We've never had it like this, grown so well. We're just discussing why. If you look at the, look down the rows, you can see we've been weed controlling this twice a year. So it's been sprayed twice a year now for 2 years. You can see the difference in the middle, where obviously we haven't sprayed, versus keeping the ground, the competition away. And also fertiliser. So this has been in arable land, in arable production for years and years and years. So the nutrient levels have been really good in here. There'll be a bit of carryover of fertiliser that's probably just popping out the spreader when they've been going past as well. So just weed control and fert. What a difference. I mean, here, slightly poorer, this is a wet part of the field. But even here, these are like, you know, that's still, you know, nearly 5 foot. And that's the worst bit. It's proper pleased. We did about 4,000 metres over this estate that we're on now, where we're putting these gates, and yeah, just seriously pleased with the results. You can see that what the landowners have wanted is we fence this with wildlife friendly netting, so it's got bigger squares, so that wildlife can get through, so it's bigger than normal sheep netting. It's got this X knot on it, which stops the, get into there, this X knot, which just stops its moving, so if something did get its head between, like sheep or something, rather than hinge knots, it's that much stronger. So that's been really successful. Wire's still really good and tight, which is nice, but you'll notice that the hedges are planted within quite a wide corridor. So these are the ideas. These will fill out and create like great big wildlife corridors across the estate. So yeah, it's dead nice to come back to sites when you work on year and see how it progresses, and just sort of massive satisfaction for doing the jobs, really. So we're well chuffed. So we've had lunch. We'll crack on with these gates. Well, we're there, almost finished. I think Paul's just finishing off these gates here. I've got, there's a few on the trailer there, but there's only one more to go on this job. The rest of them are for tomorrow for a different site. So we just finished off this nice little complex here. It's looking quite tidy. A double gateway in there. Farmer's just come over, one of the farm lads just come over to have a chat with us, which is nice. So it's looking pretty smart up there. Beautiful afternoon now. Sun shining. It's really, really nice. Spring is definitely in the air. So yeah, looking good. Thought I'd just bring you over to see what the lads have been up to here. This is a stretch we've been fencing this winter. So Paul and a team have been down. So I've got a nice little wooden access gate for maintenance to get in for spraying. And like those hedges I was showing you earlier, coming through. So this is, we've flailed all this off. Got standard trees in the centre. So this will make a lovely great corridor going forward. Whether these trees are coming to life. The spirals act like, there's a few buds here, a few green buds just coming there, just about to break. These clear tubes act like little greenhouses. And it's amazing how the hedges in the shelters just burst into life that bit quicker. Look at this, there's a little bit of hawthorn there. Look at that. First buds just breaking. So we should get on this in the next few weeks. Give us a spray. We use glyphosate. Just take out any of this weed competition. Ah, the sun is shining. It's been chucking it down all night. The sun's out now. Just got a wagon coming to the yard now. Just show you that. It's quite interesting. So this is off an arb job we did last week. We've been felling timber off the other side of footpaths for a climb. So Nick's just brought the wagon in now. First load from site. I think there's like another 4 loads to come down. Any interesting stories for YouTube?
What?
Any interesting stories for YouTube?
No, we were talking about driving to Wales.
What now?
No.